and welcome to the Lead News Network. I'm Caroline Dara.
And I'm Sparky Byrne. Yesterday, House representatives and state senators gathered in committees to discuss their bills with each other.
Hi, I'm Pearl Hayner with the Lead News Network, and this is...
I'm Senator Matt Voltatorny.
Senator, you just got done with a committee meeting. How do you feel like it went?
We could have done better. I feel like the lobbyist had a very good argument in saying that not just vulnerable children should be the ones protected in the bill. This bill is to defend all the vulnerable children, meaning children who are either mentally or physically disabled in some way, and it protects them by increasing the penalty for abuse.
How do you think that the committee meeting today went?
I think it went pretty well. I tried my best to emphasize that the important value that we should try to preserve as conservatives isn't just someone's ability to engage in predatory market schemes to make more money, and that we should do what we can to try to maintain cohesive communities.
Senator Graham, how do you feel like your committee meeting went today?
I think it went very well. I think I got a lot of new ideas, a lot of ideas that I had thought about, a lot of arguments that I didn't really consider, and it gave me a lot of tips for how to debate it, how to refute it, and how to implement other things into our bill.
In other news, Representative Twilight Sparkle and Representative Joseph Cecil proposed a bill to add miniature ponies as service animals.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you for joining us today. My name is Representative Joseph Cecil of the Franklin Committee, and I am here to present our new bill, SB 298, which would add miniature horses as a service animal in Michigan. These creatures are strong, intelligent, and reliable, and they really can't do much else because of their size, so we might as well give them a job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will now voice my support for the Milo Service Bill, even though I am a little hoarse. But I know for me, it was really just a really short horse on a leash. And honestly, I love that idea, and that's why I support this bill.
What is your opinion on the bill that they presented today?
Well, I think it's a great idea. You see, having horses, it might be, or I guess miniature ponies, would be a great idea for people who do have allergies to dogs, and I do agree that poodles are sort of dumb.
Do you think this bill would pass, and do you think it would be effective to people who need emotional support ponies?
I think it could definitely pass to those who are horse lovers, and I think it could be effective, but there are quite a few cons, because I'm allergic to horses, so that's important, and where they're coming from and how they're trained is also very important to know.
Amani Ward with the Lead News Network. Tell me a little about yourself.
My name is Ford Clark, professional horse lover. I am very pleased by this bill. This bill is perfect, 100%. I don't think anyone's voting nay to this one. More service animals is good, and I think taxes are necessary to keep the government of Michigan going.
Sadie, I heard you have a donkey, which is very similar to a pony. What do you think are some of the restrictions that will be with having a short-hooved animal?
I think definitely maybe restrictions on how big even the miniature ponies could be, because they can still get quite large. And then also just concern, in crowded areas they really like to kick. Also they like to chew on things and stuff, especially if they don't realize that it's a person. Then there could be possibility of biting things.
In their press conference, they addressed the fact that ponies could be good alternatives to people with allergens to dogs. Do you have an opinion about that? Do you think it's positive, negative?
Yeah, like I just said, steroids, I think that's the way to go with the ponies. I think that would completely eliminate the hay, any allergens. Maybe get a fluffy horse with steroids.
What do you think about the training? What do you think would really need to go into that type of training?
I think it would take multiple years to train a horse to not freely poop everywhere.
What would you say is one of the cons to having a miniature pony as a support animal?
I guess if they're not trained properly, they could poop all over your house. And it is sort of hard to clean horse poop, because I have been around horses before, and I know how hard it is to clean poop.
And a little pony joke for you. What do you call a tiny pony who solves crimes? Sherlock Hooves.
Weather-wise, you can expect a high of 69 degrees and a low of 57, and soggy conditions with a high chance of rain after 2 p.m., and even more precipitation throughout the night.
It's raining ponies out there.
Enough with the ponies.
Today is a festive day as we and everyone at Lead celebrates the wonderful Venus Williams' birthday. She is now 46 years young.
Happy birthday, Venus! Not many people know Venus, even though her accomplishments are just as significant as Serena Williams. I think this is a prime example of how downtrodden middle children are.
If you are a middle child looking to prove yourself, then we have the prize for you. Today is Feats of Strength, and all the countries of Lead are trying to make their teams win it all for ultimate glory and bragging rights. There will be 3 competitions that will be sure to take all the effort and mental strength to win, and most importantly, the cheers.
Speaking of mental strength, we've observed the business executives hard at work throughout this week, but what we haven't seen is the investors behind it all. Tomorrow evening, investors will gather to submit their Buffalo Bills and decide the fate of each corporation. The Investors Summit is the deciding factor in the race between the 6 sensor successors.
And today is National Eat All Your Veggies Day. We encourage everyone to eat all your veggies with your meals.
How do you know that carrots are good for your eyes?
How?
You never see a rabbit with glasses.
And finally, the talent show is tonight.
Lead campers assemble for a night of fun, laughter, and most of all, Talent Master. Make sure to show up and show out for the talent show, as this may be the only time you will get to see these performers for free.
Thanks for joining us for the Lead News broadcast. Have another wonderful day on campus, and we'll see you around. I'm Sparky Byrne.
And I'm Caroline Dara. And you're watching the Lead News Network.